All right, how's it going, everybody? This is The Operator, a game where you play as an FBI agent, not an FBI, FBI. And you are supposed to solve murders. Let's get right into it. Now, this game interested me. I try to talk really quickly before I start.
My questions as usual. One for yes, two for no. Do you understand?
One for yes, two for no. Oh, yes.
Do you believe in extraterrestrial life?
Oh. I'm not controlling, by the way.
Are you restrained? Are you married? Do you work in law enforcement? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you
I don't know why the first thing that came to mind, are you gay? The Operator. So yeah, like I was saying, this game, what interested me is just the way that you play it. It's not like a traditional game. It's told kind of like you're on using a computer, you know. So let's get into it. FDI headquarters, Washington D.C. 7:30 a.m. All right, computer booting up. Oh, this is a secure and monitored federal government terminal. All unauthorized access and sharing of any information within is strictly prohibited and subject to criminal prosecution. And no instructions, just right into it. All right, we have the seal here, the Federal Department of Intelligence. All right, that's what it stands for. User. I wonder if I just, what happened? I just start. Oh, okay. Just hit any random keys in the door. I guess I'm Evan Tanner. All right, 7:30 a.m. All right, let's see what we have here. System. Welcome. Welcome to the FDI. You are assigned to the operator program. Please read the following document before proceeding. Welcome to the FBI. Blah, blah, blah. Who's going to read this? All right. Me. This is a secure and monitored federal government terminal. All unauthorized access is strictly prohibited and subject to criminal prosecution, sharing, blah, 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 blah. What is the operator program? The operator program has been specifically designed to provide technical support to field agents, henceforth abbreviated as agents, while also ensuring a high level of confidentiality. How does it work? My goodness. Here we go. Agents call the hotline. Step 2. The call is dispatched to secretaries who verify the agent's identity, clearance level, and request. Step 3. The request is forwarded to the supervisor. Step 4. The supervisor dispatches the call to an available operator. Step 5. A direct line is established between the agent to the operator. And step 6. Once the operator fulfills the agent's technical request, the line is closed. For additional information, please contact your Director Trench. Oh, that's familiar.
Hey, pal.
From
How you
Control.
holding up? Get all that booze out of you?
Yeah, I'm not following.
What? You seriously don't remember? You wanted to celebrate your new job, and I quote, properly. Well, I'm happy you're here. You and me at the FDI together. It's really great.
This guy sounds like
But I gotta tell you something.
a frat
For
bro.
the job, I can't treat you differently than anybody else. You understand, right?
Not a guy with gray in his beard. Yeah, of course. Of course, Director. No problem with that.
Good. Well, I'd better run. The FDI can't run itself now, can it? Good luck with your first day. All right?
Thank you. Thank you. Secure line closed. All right. Doc. Oh. Xavier Skinner.
Good morning, Mr. Tanner.
Good morning.
Welcome to the FDI.
Thank you.
I assume you're up to speed on your mission here at the operator program?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know the basics.
Fake it till you make it. Yep.
So, just to recap, your job is to support our agents by providing them with all the help they need in the field to solve a case. That help can come in the form of fact-checking, video and audio analysis, even lab work. My job as a supervisor is to link the agents with an appropriately matched operator. Any questions?
No.
Fine.
Followed by
But
question.
first, you need
When
to
does
learn
that?
how to respond to an agent's request.
All right.
Let's do a dry run, shall we? I want you to find my age. This
Jesus.
objective just popped up at the top left of your screen, beside the applications menu. See it? Whenever you're stuck, or if you need help, simply click on the question mark next to the objective. Go on and click on the question mark, Tanner.
Okay.
Yes, just like that.
I need
You can
help.
always click on the question mark if you get stuck, though I'm hoping this won't happen often. I'm giving you access to the human database. The Human DB, as we call it here.
Okay.
You can find this and other tools to help you solve agent requests in the applications menu. Now go ahead, Operator Tanner. Solve my request. Find my age. When you find the answer, click on the objective and then select the answer on the screen. Operator, you should find
Oh,
the
no.
information first.
I just want to see what the options were. All right. So we're looking for Xavier Skinner. Human database. Full name. I'm assuming I just click random buttons. Nope. All right. Xavier Skinner. Bang. Look at that. 6 feet tall. 48. 162. He was born in 1943. The problem is, I don't know what year is it in the game. Is it 2025? Wait a minute. What year is this in the game? No past settings. Would it be in settings? You know what? I'm gonna assume it's 2025. Yeah. All right. So, oh God, math on camera. All right. So 75 plus 7. What? It's 82? This man is not 82 years old. Oh, I just click on it. It says it right there, age 48. So I can figure out the year. It is 1992. You want man doing math on camera. It's not advised. Right, he's 48, 48. No, wrong button. No.
Open the Human
Oh,
DB and enter my full name, Mr. Tanner.
goodness
You can
gracious.
find it in the applications menu, on the top left of the screen.
Ah,
Once you've found my age, click on the objective, and then click again on my age.
all right, all right. It's my mistake. There we go, 48.
Right. Like that, Tanner. I'll let you get settled in. And I'll contact you later with your first real request.
All right, awesome. Thank you. Huh? A quick goodbye. FBI headquarters, Washington, D.C. 9:18 a.m. Right? So I'm assuming we wait for a request. Bang, right on time. From Xavier,
Tanner,
48-year-old
looks like your first
gentleman.
request is somewhat of a baptism by fire.
Okay.
I have an agent working a homicide. It's her first case, too. Not ideal, but consider this a learning experience. I'll be monitoring you in the background.
I look forward to the challenge. Yeah, whatever, let's go.
I'm patching the agent through now.
By now, Alexandra
It's
pinned out.
Operator Tanner, right?
Oh, yes, ma'am. That's right.
I don't think our paths ever crossed at the academy, did they? Anyway, I got a homicide at a bar downtown called The Sanctuary.
You can tell the voice actor's reading this.
My Vic, dead on arrival. Is male, Caucasian, early 60s. He was shot in the head at
Doesn't
close
sound
range
natural.
around 2 a.m., just before closing time. As far as evidence, I got some surveillance footage from the bar. And some kind of list that I found on the deceased. Any chance you can work your operator magic and help find me an ID on the shooter?
Yep, let's get it.
operator. Okay. I'm sending
Find.
over the files.
Let's
Good
get it.
luck.
All right. I just got to read this because I wasn't paying attention. All right. I don't think the passive across. Yeah, I remember that. There was a homicide at a bar downtown called The Sanctuary. The Vic is DOA, male Caucasian, early 60s, shot in the head, close range, 2 a.m. before closing time. As far as the evidence, I have some surveillance footage. Okay. And some kind of list that I found on the deceased. All right. So let's take a look at the surveillance footage. Oh, see? Oh, good Lord. Can I move this? I'm not sure if that's coming up. All right, so if you guys can't see, there's just the footage of a guy. He is at a table by himself. A guy walks in right here at the doorway, one shot, and runs out.
Analysis system, Tanner. Click on any relevant elements in the video to trigger an analysis.
It won't let me
Go
move the screen.
on, give it a whirl.
Can I move it? Now I can move it. All right, click on any relevant elements. So, I don't know. What's a relevant element in this situation? I'm assuming the shooter, eh? All right, they pull up in the car. You should be able to see the license plate in the front, no? Enhance. Zoom in.
Just like with the video.
Look at that.
Click on a photo for further analysis.
Charlie Papa Lima's 481. Let's look that up. Let's write that down. Oh, there it is. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. So we have information. I'm assuming registration for this vehicle. Now, status and circulation. What am I looking for? Owner, Rick Wells. Ray Wells. Rick is his brother. Let's go, Ray Wells. Bang. Happy other name. That was easy. That's what she said. No, that's what he. That's what somebody said. Cardi B.
Nice. Now we know the perp's name. You got something for Wells' address? Because I'll take it if you do.
That's the distributor, not their address. So I would have to look up this person specifically, right? So human database. Let's move this screen right here. And we're looking for Mr. Ray Wells. Ray Wells. Raymond Wells. Bang, look at this guy. This cross-eyed goof just off somebody in a damn restaurant. So your address is 130 Laurel, Culpeper, Virginia.
Yeah, that'll do. Nice
All right.
work. Next step is to bring Wells in. I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
5-4. Oof. All right. Good luck. Liking this so far.
Not bad, Tanner. Not great, but not bad either. I'll contact you later with your next request.
All right. Understood. Wait. Not bad, but not great. Yeah. What was not?
No need to worry, operator. You'll improve with time.
Improve what? As you let me know, I can improve. FBI headquarters, Washington, D.C. 5:32 p.m. So we clocked in at what, 0800 or something? Evan Tanner. FBI most wanted. Reminder: if you discover any information during your shift that might help the FBI, inform your supervisor at once. Okay. So we'll look. This is cool. Okay. So number one is a gentleman named Fred Smart, Director Trench.
Tanner, I need you to
Gotcha.
follow up on an investigation started by a previous operator.
Gotcha.
I'll
Who
let
is
the
it?
agent working the case bring you up to speed.
Roger. Let's go.
Oh, please. Tell me you got something.
Looks like that kid from the Hunger Games. Remember that? The little, but like an older version. All right. Well, hello to you too. Sorry, I don't understand. All right, let's go. Sorry, I don't
God
understand.
damn it. Who are you?
It's irrelevant, man. But yeah, operator channel.
Great. Every goddamn time we get a new operator, it takes me twice as long. I got a life outside the FDI, you know? Interests, hobbies, full-blooded passions. I don't have time for this.
If you would have just told me, I would already have begun looking for what you need. Yep. Tell me what you need, guy.
I got a missing persons case out here in Dryfield, Nevada. Connie Moore's her name. I canvassed the area, talked to the locals. I can't believe I'm saying this, but everyone thinks she was abducted by aliens.
Okay, was not expecting that. Aliens. Are we talking about like some people that crossed the border, or are we talking about, little,
Look, I think it's
little
both
green
of those
men?
two. Another weird thing is, over the past year, 4 people in Dryfield have claimed they've been abducted. And every single time they reappeared somewhere in the middle of the desert out here about a month later. Connie's story's the same.
Connie Moore, aka not Dallas Bryce Jr. Wait, what? What? Is it Bryce Dallas Howard or Dallas Bryce Howard?
She was. Popped back up yesterday.
Let's move on.
Collected her testimony myself. She had a camera on her. Naturally, I like to look at the photos. But to do that, I gotta go through you, an operator. Lucky me, right?
Oui,
There's
monsieur.
something off
Yeah,
about
yeah,
all
yeah.
this. I mean, beyond all the talk of little green men, just look for something that doesn't add up, okay?
Roger.
Here are the files.
Oh, negative. Oh. What? All right, let's take a look at this stuff. Back. How far back does... Okay. All right, let's take a look at the testimony first. Connie Moore testimony. Following Connie Moore's disappearance on 3/5/92, we recorded her eyewitness testimony concerning her supposed alien abduction or reappearance. Present, Connie Moore, the victim, Agent Barry Walker, that's this guy right here, agent in charge, and Brittany Holt, FBI transcript. All right, so I'm just gonna read this. Can you please tell us more about the day you disappeared? I was hiking in the desert, out by Dryfield. Sometimes I do that to clear my head or take photos. Photography is a sort of a hobby of mine. And is that your camera? Agent Walker points to a camera on the table. Yes, it is. What else do you remember about the day in the desert? Well, it's a little blurry, but I wanted to hike around Mount Maury. I remember that. It's really beautiful at this time of year. I remember taking 2 photographs. Then I heard this loud noise coming from the sky. I looked up and barely had time to take another photograph. It was just moving so fast. The ship, the UFO. And then it landed to the east. So I decided to head over and see if I could see anything else. Maybe get a photo of them. It must have taken me an hour or 45 minutes to go where it landed. Then what? I'm not really sure, to be honest. That's where my mind goes blank. The next thing I know, I'm waking up in some kind of room and I can't move. Was there someone with you? In this room? I don't like to think about it, but yes. They were there all around me. The aliens. What did they look like? The room was bright. Like I was looking into the sun. I only saw their silhouettes. Can you describe them the best that you can? They were all human, except they weren't. Something was off. They were too tall and thin. It was disturbing, actually. I couldn't see their faces. I'm glad about that. What do you remember about the room? It was white. I mean, entirely white. Antiseptic. It smelled sort of like a hospital. There were no rooms, no windows, nothing. Just whiteness. What do you think they wanted from you? I think they wanted to learn about me, to study me. I was scared. I couldn't think straight. They kept asking me questions over and over again. What kind of questions? About my life, my family, my beliefs, everything. I guess that's what they do. They study humans. What else do you remember? They had these strange voices, sort of mechanical. And there was a machine they were using on me. It was clamped to my head. I don't know what it was, but it hurt. Can you tell us anything else, Connie? Not really. Next thing I remember, I'm waking up in the desert outside Dryfield. My head was throbbing. Maybe because of the drugs or mind probes. I don't know. I just wandered around out there. Luckily, someone found me and I might have died from dehydration. Then I guess they called the cops and the cops called you in the story. All right. Glad that ended. I'm tired of doing that voice. Halfway through it, I was like, I don't want to do this voice anymore, but I had already committed, so I had to drive on through. Is desert. So we read the testimony. Let's now see the cell phone triangulation report from Connie Moore. All right, phone tower. Is time passing by? 1738. Phone tower pings and timestamps. You know what? This guy did have a point. He said that every time you get a new operator, it takes twice as long to get the job done. Here I am, going step by step. Connie disappearing. So she disappeared 2592, and from the day she reappeared 35. My goodness, so she was gone for a month. There were no pings between the time of her disappearance on 25 and her reappearance on 35. So 0 to 5 from 8 to 11 was the last ping. So what exactly am I looking at? Can I resize this? Negative. Okay. All right, so what am I looking at here? All right, so the teal is from the day she went missing, and then the green is when she came back. So she went missing here. Or did she start here? Okay, yeah, she started here. And she disappeared. What time it was? This does not say disappearance time. Wait a minute, right here. 11:56 a.m. So at 11:56, she was here. This was where she disappeared from. And then when she came back a month later, at 3:27, she was here. There's Dryfield. All right, so okay. Now camera. What is that? Let's see. Oh, that's cool. You can actually see, like, you're looking at her actual camera. Okay, let's take a look. Let's really study these pictures. Some weird looking trees. Is that trees or? Come on. Look at that, dude. What? Come on. All right, language. Oh, look. Yeah. What did I do? Oh, no. Brazilian, Russian, English, autofocus. Guess I clicked that on, but it doesn't matter. Timestamp? Okay. I'm gonna figure this out. Okay. So 2-5, the day she disappeared, correct? Scroll down. I gotta verify this information. I'm sorry, Mr. Walker, but I gotta take my time. You wanted it right. You want the job done right. So let's go. You're not at McDonald's. It's gonna take some time. Nah. 2-5. Yep. This is at 9:19. She disappeared at what? 10:27, right? 11:56. 11:56. So like 11. So this was before. 33 minutes before she disappeared. She sees this. What else can we see here? Brightness level. I wonder why did we just turn up the brightness? What's the max? 5. Let's take a look at the pictures now. There's clearly a circle right there. You guys don't see that right there? There is a circle. Right there. And there's like something else here. Maybe it looks like a little arrowhead, sort of right there. It cannot be moved around. Okay, let's look at the pictures with the brightness. Do we notice anything in particular that is different? Not immediately apparent. Let's bring it back down. Show grid. Okay, nothing there. Let's just see what happens if I click on that. Okay.
Yeah, that's the photo I think is problematic. I don't believe in intelligent life outside our planet. I don't believe in intelligent life on our planet. But we gotta be more specific. We need proof that something's off about the photo.
Okay. So what's off about it? All right, so this is the main goal, right? Is to find out what's happening with this lady. But a passive goal is to see if we can maybe find some information, help these guys about this all. And I have not even taken a look at this, so let's look at it real quick, because some other stuff might be relevant. Excuse me. All right, so wanted for mailing and hand delivering several explosives devices to federal buildings and universities. Smorkinski's last known residence was Willington, Montana. Reward $10K for any valid information, $50K for any information leading to an arrest. This one is Wilson Boulder, sought for his role in numerous murders committed in the early 80s in connection with an organized crime group also connected to drug distribution and other illegal activities in Boston, Massachusetts. Boston. All right, rewards $25K. How? Wanted for various crimes of cyber terrorism. Something tells me this is gonna be relevant sometime. This is only person without a picture. They committed federal government. 150,000. 1.5 for information leading to an arrest. All right. The next one is Snorish, leader of the Seventh-day Healers cult. Sought for ties to extortion, drugs, and sex trafficking, and weapons amassing. Last seen moments before the FBI swarmed her cult's compound in Bart, Texas. 45 for information. 175 for arrest. In the meantime, so we have her testimony, triangulation, and the pictures. I remember taking 2 photographs. Then I heard a loud noise and I looked up. So she says she took 2 photographs, but I'm only seeing, look at the time, 10:13, and this is 9:43. So this wasn't like immediate. Let's see, it's gonna say that she took 2 photographs. Oh.
Yeah. Then she said she took another photo. That makes 3 photos. I don't see an issue with this. But, you know, I don't have your, operator skills.
Maybe they took 45 minutes to land? Oh my goodness. I'm grasping at straws now, huh? Okay. All right, so it could be... All right. It's a little blurry, but I wanted to have a hike. I remember that behind beautiful. I remember taking 2 photographs, then hearing a loud noise in the sky. I looked up and barely had time to take another photograph of it. So she took these first. She said, first one. She heard the noise, and she barely had time. And then it landed to the east. So, yes, and she did start going east, right? She started walking east. It took her 45 minutes. So she must have seen that at 10:15. And what, yeah, and then the 45 minutes. Okay. Took over. Then I'm not sure. When it goes blank, next thing I know, I'm waking up in some kind of room and I can't move. Oh my goodness. What you got for me? Help me out here.
Connie Moore claims to have taken a photograph of a UFO.
Right.
If you're of a more rational mind, operator, most likely she did not. Your objective is to find a shortcoming or problem with said photograph.
Okay, so clearly it's one of 10:13. Got it. Wait a minute, no. So she saw it, and she took the picture at 10:13, and then 2 minutes later started heading east. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, maybe timing is wrong. Oh man. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, it said it was something wrong with the photograph, not the triangulation.
Focus on the photograph of the UFO, operator.
Yeah.
Consider looking at the photo's metadata. Maybe that will spark something for you.
Metadata format was PNG. Raw? Ah, metadata should be. Oh no, that's just the information. I'm trying to get to the. How do I check the metadata for a camera, phone records, testimony? I already did that, didn't I? Oh, what the hell? I thought I already did that. So what's the 16 days after her disappearance, bride? Oh my God, how could I have missed that? Hold on. How could I have missed that? How could I have missed that? She disappeared on 2/5, and yeah, the picture is taken on 2/21. That is so obvious. That was so obvious. All right.
Jackpot. Connie
Yeah.
said she took that photo the day she disappeared. Clearly, she didn't. Maybe the aliens did funny things to her brain. Maybe her brain was funny to begin with. Do me a favor. Locate the position on the map where she supposedly snapped this photograph.
Like that.
All right. I'll check this spot out. Guess I gotta do a little hiking. Probably sweat my goddamn
Haha. What happened? Okay, computer seems to be restarting. Secure boot checking failed. Secure boot failed. What is this? Is delete hacker how? Hello, Evan. I know who you are. I know who you are. FDI's most wanted. 150,000 for information regarding you, huh? My name is Hal. That was supposed to be pretty obvious by now. Yeah, what do you want, man? Yeah, I'm too old for this. What do you want? What do you want, man? It's simple. I want the truth. All right, what are you talking about, my guy? That's the twist. It's a woman. Guarantee you. I'm calling it right now. The twist is that it's a woman. Let me show you something. You remember the list you found on Henry Jenkins' note? The victim you didn't even analyze in the footage from the bar. Evan. Agent Pendle found it at the scene. There were a bunch of names on it. None of this rings a bell? Yeah, I remember you mentioned the list. I didn't look at it. Oh, guess what? That was slightly creepy. I don't know why this is slightly weirding me out, man. The abducted woman. Pretty big coincidence. Let's look at the rest of the names. Oh. So out of 136 people on the list, 122 have been reported missing. I'm not gonna ask if it was him because it clearly isn't him. Or them. One last thing, and this is the most important part. There's a name on the bottom that's been redacted. That name is key to understanding everything. I have to go now. Evan, but I'll be in touch soon. Promise. Or don't go, tell me more. Sweet. All right, Evan Turner, my password, bam. This is Secure Monitor, Federal Government Terminal. This Hal guy.
Operator Tanner, are you there? Agent Walker told me that your connection was suddenly cut. And when I tried to contact you, you were offline. What happened?
How?
Hal? I thought we had taken care of that problem. I will look into this matter immediately with our cybersecurity department. The second shift of operators has arrived. You can go home now, Tanner. See you tomorrow. And don't be late.
All right, see you tomorrow. Secure line closed. All right, so day one is in the books. Our new job at the FDI. Steps, getting into the elevator. Elevator opens up. Elevator closes up. Oh, now we're moving. Walking down the street. Train. Getting home. Keys in, walking in, put the keys on the table, turn the lights on, say hi to the cat. Open the refrigerator. Oh no. Open the dungeon door? Oh, my microwave. Light something up. Nice relaxing night at home. All right, all right, all right. That was different. That was different. Not only does that save the developers time in actually animating and doing all this stuff, but it forces the player to actually listen and pay attention to be able to tell what's going on. So low-key, efficient, and brilliant. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 7:22 a.m. All right, here we are. We're back at work. Secure boot check-in. Okay, this time. Everything else A-okay. All right, here we go. Evan Tanner. And my password, blah, 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 blah. All right. All right, all right. Director Trench.
Hey, pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go? Everything you had hoped for?
Yeah, well, pretty well.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Sorry, buddy. My phone's ringing off the hook here. I gotta run. But hey, great job. And, just keep plugging away, okay? I'm proud of you, Evan.
That means thank you so much. Thank you. Same guy.
Operator Tanner, Agent Pendle has an update on yesterday's case.
Uh-huh.
I'll patch you through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly. Time to cut the umbilical cord. However, as your supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity. Oh, I almost forgot. Our cybersecurity department is looking into this unfortunate matter with Hal. You can be assured that it won't happen again.
There's that name list I didn't look at. Yeah, there's the redacted name. Of course. Whatever you say, big man. This is get on with it.
Operator Tanner. So you remember Ray Wells, right?
Roger.
So I checked out the address you gave me, but
Ray
no
Wells.
sign of Wells.
Ray
Then I get a call
Wells.
from Vice, and guess what? Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning. Shot. Blank range.
Really?
Now I'm working 2 homicides, and it's my first week. Welcome to the FBI, Alexandra. Anyway, the garage has cameras, and I got some footage of Wells. That's the good news. The
No
bad
Ray
news?
Wells on here.
I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing.
Okay. What part is missing?
Well, the most important part. The part where Wells is shot. Anyway, think you could take a look? I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Apart from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar. Sorry for the vivid details.
Alright, it's not letting me change it. Let's take a look at it. It's a very grainy footage of a parking lot. We see a man standing next to a pillar. Looks like he's hiding behind it. Now there's like static. The picture goes up. Looks like a microscopic shot of a blade of grass or something. I don't know. And now the dude is dead. He's on the ground, laid out. Am I looking at the same? Yeah, Pendel, Alexandra. So I'm looking for something, anything that's different to the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Okay. It's just him. There's nothing there. There's 3 cones, 1 car, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. Let's see. And then when it comes back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 3 cones still. 3 cones. Same cars. I'm referring to the same cars. Yep. No, the light. There's the light here. The windshield. Look at the windshield light. Look, it's on there. There's some light is reflecting off of the windshield rather. And this, I'm assuming this is a fire extinguisher. Look at the top here. There seems to be something there. Then there's nothing up on top of it anymore. Got it. First time go. The light is off in the second part.
Look at that. Give me a sec, operator. I'm gonna check this out. Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework. I'm sending you a photo. Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at?
Whoo, that's a handgun bullet, no? 9mm. How do I? Okay.
That's the photo I sent you of the bullet, operator. Can you analyze it and tell me what type of bullet it is?
How? How do I analyze a bullet? The bullet from. Guess just click on it. It's 45 ACP. 45 caliber round.
45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well, that's something anyway. Thanks for your help, operator. Appreciate it.
Not the M16s and M4s use 5.56. I don't.
Anyway,
45.
I should get back to the scene. Keep digging and see if you can find anything else about our perp.
All right, keep digging. Find more info. All right. Message from Hal. This guy again. What do you want, man? Okay, hello. No sense pissing him off. He can access me anytime. I'm like, what do you want? I have a deal to offer you. One that I think you'll find interesting. Yeah, go ahead. What you got? What you got? You see, we share a common goal. You and me. And the FBI. You just don't know it yet. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll help you with the Wells case. But you have to help me later when I ask for it. Do we have ourselves a deal? No. No. Yeah, how could you help me? I have access to the surveillance footage from the garage. I mean, all of the footage. How'd you get it? I don't have time to go into the technical detail. No offense, but you probably wouldn't understand. Anyway. No, dude, I don't even know. No. I need your answer. I need it now. So, so you help me with this. He didn't say they didn't even say it would actually help me solve the case. They would just give me the footage. And then I have to help them. That's not a... I don't even know what you want, man. You know, why would I help a criminal? How do I... Can I snitch on this guy? Can I snitch on this guy? Trench. Can I call Trench? Can I... I'm trying to... How do I snitch? Can I call... Come on, dude. Come on, there's a... And because without any my help, you and Agent Pandel will never solve this case, Wells' killer will still be on the loose. And sadly, you'll never climb the ranks of the FBI. Yeah, I can't do anything illegal. You won't be. I mean, apart from working with me. The world's most wanted hacker. No. No. I say no. 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 It's just crazy. I just started. It's my second day on the job, and I'm supposed to now, the guy that clearly FBI most wanted, I'm gonna... Okay. I guess the answer is yes. I have no option. I can do it. I can always just change my mind up. Yes, she would, and you could be her knight in shining armor. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this big, juicy, missing part back in so you can watch it and solve the crime. I'll help you if you help me. What if someone asks about this? If somebody asks how you got the missing footage, you tell them analysis software restored it. I'm gonna snitch. I am gonna snitch. How? You don't even know. The first person I ask me. I don't care if somebody says, hey, good morning. How? Give me the footage. I'm snitching. Yeah, I'll say yeah, but I'm not gonna help him out. Yeah. I need you to say it. No. I need you to say it. No, that sounds like he's recording me now. And now you're gonna get a snippet out of context. I'll do it. I won't do it. Say we have a deal. No. There isn't even an option. There isn't even an option to say no. So someone shot the light, then shot this person. There's the blood. Okay. God. All right, I'll play along. It's a game. Where's this damn thing? How? Yeah, whatever, dude. Whatever. He just got me. I'm gonna end up on TMZ. Footage of this conversation. And accepting a file. I bet you that doesn't have a virus or some backdoor attached to it. Injecting source code starting Damon. All right, the missing footage has been magically restored. I hope you have your popcorn ready. I actually do have popcorn. I actually do have popcorn. Oh, this bad boy right here. I actually do have popcorn. Have your popcorn ready? I'll be back a little later to collect my debt. Goodness. But anyway, let's get the footage. It's just a fixed one. And I cannot change it. Let's go. What the hell? Pull up. Says something to him. Bang. That's like a Challenger. From like the 70s or something. Okay. Enhance. No parking. Enhance. This guy looks like a crash test dummy. Enhance.
I see that you ran the facial recognition software, and 0 matches turned up, operator. That's unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FDI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later, but go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
How do I know that that's even actual footage and it hasn't been doctored by the elite hacker? How? All right, where you at, Alexandra? Huh? How do I share it? Killer. How do I do this? How do I send it to her? I have the image.
I don't understand. How did you get this?
How? Yeah, straight up. I'm telling you.
How?
Yeah.
The hacker?
Snitching. I told you I was gonna snitch.
Nice, Tanner.
I told y'all.
Anyway, thanks. I'll canvass the area immediately. Maybe someone has seen our Prince Charming. I'll talk to you later. And thanks again.
Very funny. I haven't said one joke yet. This lady laughed. FBI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 1:45 p.m. Oh God, here we go again. You're dead. Oh, how? Yeah, what you want, man? What do you want? What do you want? I don't need the whole preamble. Tell me what you want. All right, I'm going to connect to another FBI agent. Her name is Catherine Andrews. Just listen to what she has to say. Open your terminal and type the following command. Oh, man. Oh, my God. This is so risky. Like in real life, this is... You're doing all these things. You're putting yourself in so much potential. Let me see if I just... Oh, no, actually, I have to actually type it. So I'm assuming this is an IP address 1.122.998 space dash no secure. Let's verify those numbers. 187.222.1998. Enter. Command does not exist. Am I in the wrong place? Your terminal and type the following command. Oh, call. That was it. Call 187.222.1998. Goodness gracious, I'm just gonna have to look down. 98 space dash no secure. And then initializing. See, I like this. This is a unique type of game.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
Been playing games since the damn 90s, and after a while, you know, games start to kind of, you know, you start seeing they're similar. It's, like I had a choice. It's
I get it.
it's nice to see something new, something different.
Can be a world-class pain. Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FBI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
Okay. So then what did you do?
So I started looking into the fire, of course. I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's why I'm hoping you can help me.
Why would Hal help you with this?
I'm sorry, but I can't really go into that. Not now, anyway. You just have to trust me. Go ahead and search them in the Human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Cold world. Oh. Is that how? Is that how? Let me. Where's the snitch button? All right. Okay. We're on the clearance level.
Just another coincidence, right? Look, I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident?
How?
You'll take a look then? Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
All right. What you got for me? How can I access the cold files? Funny, I was just working on this very thing. So it looks like I can't give you direct access to the files. But I found a bug in the chat. You should be able to inject a query that'll get you in. Just type this. Oh, great. Terminal. All right. Oh, you can't copy paste. Oh, just do it. Just click. Perfect. Not an. Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. In the chat with Andrews. No offense, but how did you get this job? Hey, man. Nepotism. I don't know. All right. It is. All right, so let's make sure we get the same one. So it's / equals DWNLOD _FL. Underscore select from cases where 9XQ LHC 9XQ that's a 0 9XQ LH. Yeah, this is select. I don't know, dude. Let's see.
Despite being, well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
All right, investigation report. By the way, I'm at work, right? We haven't gotten any calls from any agents. I guess they've cleared my schedule just for this case. 9XQLHC status closed. So this was written by Agent Andrews. That's her. And modified on blah, 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 by blah, 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 blah. All right, conclusion. Death caused by accidental fire stemming from malfunctioning wiring in victim's oven as of 2/27/92. Agent in charge, Catherine Andrews. Notes. Redacted. The fire started on 2/25/92 around 2 a.m. and was successfully contained by 3:12 a.m. Owing to the duration of the fire, minimal evidence remained at the scene. A single victim identified as Mia Cole through dental records, tenant information, and a wedding ring was discovered. The autopsy revealed No anomalies attributing the cause of her death to the fire. No other signs of physical trauma were found. The autopsy revealed no anomalies attributing the cause of her death to the fire. Makes sense. All right. No indications of a forced entry or a struggle were evident in the home, aligning with findings of the victim's autopsy report. The fire response team's report referred to redacted, concluded that the fire originated from the faulty wiring in the oven, a conclusion supported by our investigation. Ring. A ring. The inscription Sasha and Mia is engraved on the side. Wedding picture. There we have Mia Cole. And the husband is blurred out. Ash sample. Settings. Oh God, I have to actually read some stuff. All right, hold on. Let's list this versus red. Chemical analyzer. You have opened a chemical sample. We have automatically given you access to the CSLCA data report application. You can find it with the other applications in the top left menu. Indeed. Please review the user manual relative to the chemical sample analysis process before proceeding. You can find those documents on your personal drive documents. Blah, user manual. Let's read this user manual. All right, LabTech ChemScan LCA user manual. This user manual for the ChemScan LCA chemical analyzer provides guidance on proper use and operation, but does not replace proper training in handling chemicals. The manufacturer and authors of this manual cannot be held liable for injuries, damages, or losses resulting from the use of the instrument or handling of chemicals in a manner not in accordance with this manual or applicable laws and regulations. Welcome. Oh my God. How to use. Open the sample in the dedicated ChemScan LCA software. So let's open it. We already did that. It's already in there. Input the appropriate settings for your sample using formulas found thereafter. Formula. Start the process. Note that this may take some time. Once the analysis is complete, open the CSLCA data report app, input the results from the ChemScan LCA analysis, and initiate the calculation. The CSLCA data report will then return to the chemical composition of the sample. So this is how you do the calculation. Sample characteristics may affect the setting required for a proper analysis within the ChemScan LCA. Ion size. All right, so the appropriate ion size varies depending on the sample type and state. For our liquid sample, all right, let's identify what kind of sample we have. It's either a liquid or a solid or a gas. Ash, non-organic. The material is organic. The ion size must be set to 3.5. For gas, so this is not gas, it's ash. It is not a liquid. It's ash. So it's like a powder. So a solid. Non-organic, so 6.0. 6.0. The delta 5. The delta 5 can be calculated using the following. Oh my God, a formula. Oh no. Oh, I'm having flashbacks to high school. Oh. For an organic sample. Sample weight in grams times 250. This is non-organic. For a verified non-organic. Okay, for a non-organic sample, weight in grams times 200. Times 100. Non-organic sample. Delta 5. Weight is 4.2 grams. 4.2 times 100. That's what for. Oh my goodness. I know it's like 4,200. I don't know. It's 4,200, 4,000. I don't know. Let's see here. So this is goofy. 4.2 times 100 or 420. Oh, that's right. Sample matrix size. The default value of the matrix size is 5. If you were using an older version of ChemScan, so that's version 1.03 or lower, which we are. No, we're using 1.04. You must set the matrix size to 4. So no, does not apply. So the chem scan LCA will give you a result. What's the threshold? Threshold. Solid. The threshold should be set to half of the delta 5. So that's gonna be, oh my god, 210. What am I doing? 210 and sample matrix size. All right. If you're using matrix 5. Now, what are the odds that this is correct? What are the odds? Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Okay. All right, the chem scan will give you analysis of the frequency response curve and additional sample characteristics, pH, reactivity, etc. Those curves are going to be used to the report. Open the report software and input the CCVT and pH. CCVT? CCVT? What the? Solid CCVT. All right, CCVT is 901. Open up this into the CCVT. Where's the CCVT? CCVT, dude. What is this? Where's the CCVT thing at? What is that? And input the CCVT. Open the data report software and input the C frequency in order. Yeah, it's already there. CCVT is already there. Oh, lady. Does that prove anything? Shot in the dark here. Yeah, help me out. Now that you have analyzed the sample, open the CLCA data report software. That's what I was missing. Data report. There we go. So I was almost there. Okay. Yeah. I got it. CCVT is 901 and the pH is 6.5. Now we're looking at the first megahertz here. Frequencies is, oh god. No, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Goodness gracious. Open and input frequencies. The response frequency must be entered from the highest to the lowest intensity spike. There must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold, presented in the red area. So let's go from highest to lowest. First one is 9.28. 9.28. Second highest is 2.47. 2.47. Third, right next to it, is 153. Oh god. 156? For the 158, yo, I can't. What? 158. 158. Okay. We'll find out. We'll know in a second. It's not correct. And then this is 10.6. How? Highest to low, but how is this a 1 and it's up over here? And this is a 10 and it's down here. This is a 9 and it's up here. Okay. So 10.58. Ooh. All right. Cellulose wood. Gasoline. There we go. It's not an accident. There was gas. There were traces of gas in the fire.
Faulty wiring might... You know what? This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia.
Looks like
Why?
it. All right. Yeah, why is Hal helping you?
I can't talk about that, operator. Not now. When the time is right, Hal will let you know. I'm sure. But what we're doing here, it's important. You see that, right? It matters to me.
Why is it important?
I grew to know her. Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy anyway. Almost from the start. And usually, I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that. Feel nothing. But with Mia,
Look at that.
I never could. She wanted to be a singer, she told
See?
me.
Originality. Look at this. Look at this.
Not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice. Really. She was just a decent person. Wanted to find her music. I found something else out too. She was 3 months pregnant.
3 months pregnant.
The thought of raising that child on her own, after everything that happened, got her. And one day, she and the baby were suddenly gone. Someone killed them, Operator Tanner. Someone killed Mia and her baby. Are you still there?
Yep.
Oh, anyway, thanks, Operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
All right, good luck. Sweet. So you found evidence proving the fire wasn't an accident. Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you yet. The way the FBI has handled the cold case, it's strange, don't you think? Yeah, I want to do my job. I don't know what these shenanigans you're engaging in. You're FBI most wanted. But solving cases is your job. So is making sure victims get the justice they deserve. Look, I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FBI's most wanted list. I hacked into your computer. I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going through the trouble of working with a low-level FBI employee? Sorry. If I didn't have a good reason. It could be a million reasons, bro. Maybe you're thinking about turning me in. That was my plan from the very beginning. But it's too late. You're in too deep. No, I don't think I'm too late.
Operator Tanner, can I have a word?
Unauthorized access.
I see that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. Do you want to tell me why?
Oh. Do I tell him? Now, my plan from the very beginning of being forced to work with this Hal person was that I was going to snitch. But now here I am. Which door do I pick? Do I go in the door where I snitch, you say? Or do I hide this? Because there's something going on. The death of these people is being hidden. And is being monitored. It's suspicious that the second I went in there, I mean, not the second, but he comes and now he's asking me, he's asking me what's going on? Why? What does it matter that I'm doing that? Okay. Since I really can't make a choice here. So this is it, right? Right here. I'm just gonna go like this and I'm gonna close my eyes and whatever I click on is the answer. What did I click on? Nothing. I missed everything. Let's try it again. Close my eyes. What the
I
hell?
see.
Oh, it's
I
not.
should have guessed
There we go.
Hal might be involved. This lowlife has been making our lives very difficult lately here at the department. But we're working with our cybersecurity team. We'll catch Hal soon enough. In the meantime, and this is very important, if you hear anything else about the Coles, you come to me right away. Understood?
What's the
Oh,
big
there's
deal
no
about them?
deal, Evan. It's just highly confidential, classified, and way above your pay grade. I'm sure you understand. I'll talk to you later.
Ah, that's suspicious. I shouldn't have done. Okay. Gee, I don't like being threatened. You shouldn't have done that. You're lucky you have end of the bargain. Yeah, I'm so lucky, buddy. Yeah, you don't scare me. Whatever you say, my guy. Do what you want. Yep. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 4:55 p.m. Here we go. Here we go.
So who the hell am I talking to this time?
You're talking to Joe Mama.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You remember, right?
Jesus,
Where
this
she
thing again.
said this flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else.
Something disturbing?
You
What'd you
could
find?
say that. You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they'd been moved. Put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
How many bodies?
Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math. Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The medical examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
Yep.
Let me send you the files. Well, it's taken a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield. Okay.
Okay, let's
Looks like
so,
it went
what do we
through
have here?
About goddamn time.
Identify the body.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Okay. 9 years old, left hand, third metacarpal. So this, what am I looking at? Okay. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You are in good hands now. Sincerely, Dr. Jenkins. Dr. Jenkins, okay. Identify the body. All right, Henry Jenkins, 65 years old, 5'10". I don't have the clearance. How would I be able to? I mean, so I'm supposed to identify a body, but why am I being told? What are these pictures for? No, I can't see any other hands.
The skeleton appears. So I paused the game, and I thought, this is boring. Me just going through all these damn names one by one. That cannot be interesting. So I went and I paused the game. I'm like, let me start looking on my own time so I don't bore my audience. Got some popcorn, one handful. Home. Tried the first name. The first name that I tried was the one. So now, check it out. What? Not Gabby Wells, Gabby Bruce. There it is. 9 years old. Metacarpal bone. What? Oh man, it was you get whatever. It was the third finger, middle finger. Did not mean to give the camera the finger there. It's her. Her name is Gabby
How did
Bruce.
you find this, Tanner?
Just her name's on the list for another case. Like Connie.
Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
Show evidence. No, I don't. What am I supposed to be looking at here?
There must be an element that could tie the skeleton found and this Gabby Bruce. Examine the autopsy report and see if you could find anything there linking them.
Oh yeah, the metacarpal.
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you
I don't know.
about.
See the guy from the Hunger Games?
State of decay. Let's
This guy.
see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him.
So he looks like.
Spence. Wanna see if that name is on your magical list too?
Yep, it is.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
That they're dead, man. Guessing what it means is that they're dead, man. Oh. Let's pull somebody up here. It means that they're dead. No, I guess it doesn't mean that they're dead. What?
We know 3 people on this list so far. Connie Moore, Gabby Bruce, and Quentin Spence. Connie's name is circled, but the other two are crossed out. If I were you, operator, I would check the database to see if I can find a pattern there.
I keep messing up her last names, Bruce. Missing. Crossed out means the person is missing.
100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
What's that?
They found him buried in a lab coat with some, you're never gonna guess, floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh, I'm sending everything your way. There you go.
Autopsy report of a male, approximately late 50s, early 60s. Initial observations show no sign of trauma or blunt force injury. Similar to the first remains found. The decedent appears to be wearing some kind of lab coat. Starting the external examination now. Excellent dentition. The decedent is wearing some kind of badge. Let me put this to the side. Abdomen seems healthy, with no signs of trauma or injuries. The lab coat seems to contain a hidden pocket. There's something inside. It's sewn shut. I'll open this with my scalpel. There. There appear to be 2 floppy disks inside the pocket. Strange. In my estimate, the body has been buried for approximately 2 to 3 months, based on the level of decomposition. At this point, the cause of death is uncertain. Further testing and analysis is needed, including toxicology reports, before I can provide a conclusive determination.
All right. There's their badge. So they work at the same place as Jenkins, head of operations. There's the R&D, Dr. Spence. R&D, Dr. Spence 2, FMP 1138. Upon my arrival at the BioM facility, I was warmly greeted by Dr. Jenkins himself. How fortunate I am to work with such a passionate and talented scientist, even if in a subsidiary role. During our meeting, Dr. Jenkins explained that I would be heading up a trial involving FMP 1138. Right there. A key component of this research project. Although he did not disclose much, I have the impression that the project is shrouded in secrecy. It appears to be of great importance. The trials, which are scheduled to commence in a few days. Once I am well versed with the subjects and procedures are in place, Dr. Isles, the facility director, informs me our work has the potential to significantly enhance the well-being of the patients who have been selected specifically for our research. The entire facility itself has been constructed for this purpose alone. Although I am unaware of the project's source of funding, there appears to be no shortage of resources. I am truly optimistic our research will make a profound difference and push the boundaries of scientific knowledge. All right, The results demonstrate that FMP 1138 is significantly increased the frequency and amplitude of EPSCS, indicating an enhancement of synaptic transmission. These findings suggest that FMP 1138 has the potential to improve neuronal connectivity and plasticity, which could have implications for the treatment of neurological and psychiatric disorders characterized by synaptic dysfunction. Frequency range 599 kc. Okay. Second one here says the graph displays the results of the study investigating to the effects. The study aimed to explore, could enhance synaptic transmission and promote the formation of new synapses. The graph shows the mean frequency. Yeah, give me the numbers here. Huh. Shows the mean frequency and amplitude of excitatory postsynaptic currents in cultured neurons under control conditions and after treatment with FMP 1138. The results demonstrate that FMP 1138 significantly increased the frequency and amplitude of EPSC, indicating an enhancement of synaptic transmission. These findings suggest that FMP 1138 has the potential to improve neuronal connectivity and plasticity. Notes, unlike Dr. Iles in this result paper, I will use the Little Indian standard. I'll use Indian lock figure before and after. Okay. All right. Walker. Okay, let's try this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. All right, shot in the dark, shot in the dark. It can't be this. It cannot be that easy. And you can even hit the dash. Nope. Yeah, it's not gonna be it now. No, wait a minute. I see if I can figure it out. Hold on. But why would the password be lock? Indian? No.
The symbols and file names written on the second floppy disk look to be there for a reason, Tanner. I suggest checking those two files for clues about the password, focusing on the symbols. Maybe keep those two files open and see if you can do something with them.
All right, well, I'm gonna try to figure this out, and I figure this is a good place. And the first video, I'm liking this game so far. Definitely challenging and intriguing. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.